Welcome to another 410 Productions tutorial. Today we're going to cover two topics and we're going to go through them pretty quickly. The first and main topic of this tutorial is going to be adding little entries into the context menu from anywhere on your computer. For those of you who don't know, the context menu is the menu that comes up when you right click. And you'll see I already have a custom entry and it is called hide and seek. And that leads me to my next topic. My custom entry actually hides and shows all the hidden files on my computer. Now you may ask, what's a hidden file? A hidden file is a file on your computer that can't normally be seen. So let me pull up my C drive and you'll see right here it does not look like there's that many folders. Of course we know that there probably are more folders. So how are we going to see those? Easy. We're going to right click. We're going to use my little context menu entry. We're going to hit refresh. And there are all my hidden folders. So that context menu item entry, whatever you want to call it, actually allows me to see all the hidden folders on my computer and files. Now this is really helpful because I use hidden folders to clean up my computer. So folders that I don't need to see all the time, I'll set them to hidden. Files that I don't need to see all the time, I'll set them to hidden. And when the time comes that I need them again, anywhere down the line, I'll run this script and it allows me to see everything and go through it. I find that really helpful. Another use for hidden files, however, is if you want to keep things hidden from people. If you put them in a hidden file, chances are, if they don't know computers that well, they're not going to go looking for it in that way. Now, while we're on the topic of hidden files, I will say that Windows 8 does have a feature to view hidden files right in the little bar up here. If you go to view, there's a hidden items entry, and if you click it, you can see hidden files. But as you can see, it's a more limited view. They don't quite show you everything, but they show you most of what you're going to need. So in Windows 8, I will say this tutorial is not going to be as helpful from the hidden file aspect. It's going to be just as helpful from the aspect of adding items to the context menu, but from a hidden file perspective, Windows 8, this might not be the best example, but it's my personal favorite. On Windows 7, on the other hand, to actually view your hidden files, you have to go through the control panel, through folder options, and it is really a nuisance. So Windows 7 people, follow right along with me, use my context menu entry, and you might find it very useful. Windows 8, please feel free to take what I'm going to show you and customize it to suit your needs. All right, let's get started. So first things first, I'm going to rehide all my hidden files, and we're going to talk about a tool we're going to need for this tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to be using Notepad++. It is a free application you can download. This will be linked out in the tutorial description, so you can find it there. And it's just a simple thing that allows you to code more efficiently. It color codes things and just some helpful stuff. You know, I prefer to use it over Notepad. If you prefer using Notepad, you can use Notepad for this. We're only doing batch. It's not the biggest deal. So let's get started. Let's take a look at the script we're going to be adding. So I'm going to show all my hidden files. And you'll see over here I have a folder called scripts. Now before I even open this, they are only batch files. So the people out there who know how to script, really, that's great for you. I do not know how, and I don't really wish I did. I can do basic batch, and I'm fine with that. So what I use is batch. If you are a scripter at home, you can use this tutorial to incorporate really complex scripts into your context menu. All the power to you. I'd love it if you shared it with me. If not, that's your choice. I use batch scripts because that's all I know how to use. So we're going to open it up, and you'll see I have 3 in here right now. The one I'm using in my context menu is show.bat. So we're going to open this up in Notepad++ to take a look. And I'll drag it in. Alright, so this is the script we're going to be adding to our context menu. And it is going to allow us to view and hide those hidden files. Again, I just want to stress you don't need to be frantically copying this at home. The entire thing is copy and pasted directly in the description. So just relax, sit back, and watch the video for this part. Or if you want to follow along, copy and paste it from the bottom. Don't pause it here and freak out and try and copy it. I'm not going to make you do that. So we're going to get out of this now that you've seen it. And now it's time. We're going to incorporate this file into our right-click context menu. Now, here's where my disclaimer comes in. For this, we are going to be editing the registry of your computer. If you're not going to follow me along, you may end up really breaking your computer, blue screening, all that. Even if you do follow along, it is not my fault. if you break your computer, if it spontaneously combusts, if there happens to be a tornado while you do this, if you do this exactly as my instructions say, any reason whatsoever your computer doesn't work at all, it is not my responsibility. I am simply showing you how I do this. If you at home are willing to try this, then it is you that is willing to try this. Do not do this if you do not feel comfortable with it, and I do not want to get any messages from people saying that they broke their computer. I am really sorry, but it is not my fault. So let's get started. Okay, now I'm going to pull up regedit. Getting to regedit is a pretty simple process. Windows key and Windows key and R brings up the run dialog. Regedit, and it's going to bring up user account control. Hit yes, and this should pop up. This is your registry editor. This is a serious tool. Please do not misuse it. So we're going to make it full screen, get a nice good view at it. And now here's the tricky part, so please listen carefully. We're going to go to HKey classes root. We're going to scroll all the way down. I'm going to drag and scroll all the way down to directory. And as you can see, I already had it open to make it easier to spot, but directory, then to background, shell, and then under shell, you'll see the little guy that I added, hide and seek. So this is the basic setup. Let me just run through it one more time. It's HKey classes root, the first one on mine, maybe different on yours, but I believe it'll be the first one either way. There we go. Directory, background, shell. Okay. The first step here is to right click on shell, new key. In that key, type whatever you want. I'm just going to type EX example, simple enough. And you'll see over in here now you have default regsc and value not set. This value is going to be whatever is going to show up in the context menu. So if I edit this and type 123451 and hit OK, when I bring this down and click 123451, it is the same thing here as it is here. Let's bring this full screen again. So what is this entry going to do? Well, that's what you do next. You click on your little name, mine's EX, new key, and you have to type down here command, COMMAND, completely lowercase. It has to look just like that. You'll see it here too, just like that. Under command, you'll have the same type of deal. Default regsc, value not set. However, this value is actually what you're going to be running. So whatever script, program, executable file, MSI file, anything like that, this is where you're going to put the location of that file. So I'm going to drag this down again, and I'm going to pull up my little scripts folder. Okay, so I'm going to pull this up, right click, copy, click on this, double click, right click, paste, and then it's going to be show.bat. I'm actually going to copy this too, paste. We have to add a backslash in, okay? Backslash, that little guy. Same thing as back here, right here. The final step is to add quotes around it. You have to add the quotes, have to, and then hit OK. But before you do, make sure you look at this again. Again, I know where mine is. Scripts is right in my C, makes it really easy for me. So it's C, scripts, backslash, show.bat. It is a Windows batch file. This all looks right. OK. And then you can exit or minimize. I'm going to minimize for now because I'm going to take that entry out, minimize that, right click. So that's going to run the batch file. So let's see how it works. Let's go to my C drive, refresh, so no files. It's not showing hidden files. Right click, run the new script, or new entry I should say, refresh, and look at that. All my files are shown. So again, real quick, here we go. See if you can follow. We had a script. We wanted to add it to our context menu in our desktop. We opened up registry editor, went to HK classes root, directory background shell. We made a new key value under shell, called it whatever we wanted. Under that, we changed the data from that entry to the name of the entry on the context menu. Created a new key value under that called command. Entered in the file path to our batch, which allowed us to click on our context menu and run the batch file, in this case show hide hidden file, so nothing changed in this folder. Okay, that was easy. Now before I go, I just want to throw it out there that again, you can customize this to run any executable file, any installer packages, anything you can really think of that has a file path. And I'm sure you can even add more than that. That's just a good place to start, I believe. So again, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to message me. Visit our website at 4-10.co.nr. All these links will be in the bottom. When you get on the website, there's a nice little bar, a nice little box, I should say, where you can fill out a form and send me a message. Feel free to comment on our video, subscribe to our channel. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any suggestions for future tutorials, don't hesitate to send me a message. I love doing them. I just run out of topics on occasion. That's all. Signing off from 410. It's Tom Howard.